Guys, welcome to Tomatoes, Puppies, and Everything Gardening. It's a gorgeous day outside. I've got some gloves, so we're going to head out front, work on the walkway, make it walkable. It's not. So we're going to today focus on pruning coleus and also taking down my giant blackberry bush I should not have planted in the front. It's one of my regrets. So let's go work on those two things today and see if we can make an impact. All right, guys, we are out here. Jeffrey is following me. He's feeling so much better after he had an infected cat wound from a cat fight. And you can see this is the gigantic mess. And my husband's already been pruning and pulling and pushing, but the vines are just gigantic. This was a big regret. I should not have done it. And in the back of my mind, when I was putting this one little tiny root of a blackberry behind my rose bush, behind the trellis you cannot see, I thought in my head, Heather, don't do it. You're going to regret it. And I do. So we're going to work on taking him out. We're going to take him out completely. He just can't be here. I mean, he is just going wild. I can't even access this path to the water spigot. I am going to try to save cuttings, so I will have probably a gazillion blackberry plants. Before we start, though, I want to come and collect these seeds. These are Asiatic lily seeds. Well, when I looked the other day, there were still some seeds in here. Let me see. Someone may have already started pecking them out, but I'll see if I can find any. And after we finish with the blackberry, we will take care of all the coleus that has also grown wildly. It's beautiful. I particularly love this color, but it's a mess. It is a mess. Now, I did complete the peach tree, so you can actually walk through here now. A couple days ago you could not because of the peach tree, and then before my husband kind of pushed all this back, the blackberry vines were actually in kind of the center there. Okay, so let's get started with this guy. So here are some of the cuttings that I will attempt to root in water if they do not take, because it's just a bad time of year to take cuttings and they don't root. They can just go into the woods for the deer. Deer do like to eat berry leaves and probably the branches too, but more likely the leaves. So I'll show you kind of what I'm doing. I'm just kind of following the vine, finding one that ends, and then kind of going up about 2 feet and cutting just below one of the leaf nodes here. I would cut right there, take off about 6 inches of leaves, and then I'll put that part into the water. So we're making slight progress here. I think that these are the seeds. We will see. And you can see I have made a dent, but we're going to move to the back side over there and start working on the branches back there. This is a mystery, a volunteer from a very tropical-ish plant. I think it's a zone 9 and 10. It's an annual here. I had one of these dwarf, I think it's a turtle head, 2 summers ago. And I don't understand how I have one of the plants 2 years later. But it's so pretty. I think I'm going to dig it up and take it inside. Okay, so let's spin around, get busy, Look at this mess. They are just everywhere. I'm being very cautious because of that caterpillar. I keep thinking it's gonna sting me. I'm done with taking cuttings, and I just want to start getting rid of this plant. Look at how big and massive, I don't know if you can see that, the trunk is. Definitely feeling that big moment of regret right now because that is going to be a pain to get out. There are probably suckers underground. Goodness, look at this huge branch. I mean, they have just really grown so quickly this summer. Last year, not so much, very manageable. The deer ate it down most of the time, but this year it is a beast. So I'm going to keep at it, guys. I will update you as soon as I'm done getting rid of this monstrosity. Okay, so I am back on the front side of the walkway. I've got cuttings there, cuttings over there, and I can actually see my rows again and the trellis, which is great. I need to go get some more tools though to get the rest of that Blackberry out. I'm going to need a pair of loppers and a shovel. Who knows what else, but I wanted to show you a couple things. So lots of things have been happening while I've been unable to look at this area because it was so blocked from view with all of the blackberry leaves. We've got an invasive weed here, mulberry. I'll try to pull that out, put that with my weed pile over there. And then I've got a few things going to seed. So this is the, gosh, I can't even think. Oh, Dusty Miller. So I may try to save some of those seeds. But here is something really cool I wanted to show you. These are chive seeds. So I completely missed out on the chives blooming, and that would have been so pretty. And now they have went to seed. So I want to kind of collect those seeds before I get busy removing that shrub. And look at how thick. Look at how thick that branch, that stem developed into. So this is the part I'm going to try to dig up. I've pruned it as much as I want. Now I'm going to try to get as much of the roots as I can and pray that I don't get suckers for the next 5 years from roots that are left behind. So that's what we're going to do right this second, and then I will show you the finished product. So I've been digging for quite a bit. These roots are very thick and strong and massive. So I think what I'm going to have to do is use this tool and start cutting under the ground like that. This actually broke off cleanly into 2 chunks. But you can see the roots just go and go and go. There we go.